Toothpaste Twirl.
Hey there guys, this is Alex here with Gil.
Hello!
How you guys doing? Hope you're doing very mighty fine today. We're gonna work a little bit different this time, giving you all the subjects we're gonna talk about right on the spot. So we're gonna be starting on the top of the hat with the Steam universe, more specifically talking about the Steam controller, Steam Link, the Steam VR, Steam machines, etc. After that, we're gonna continue with the new MacBook Pro. Afterwards, we're going to be talking about delays. A couple of games that got delayed lately. Going to be talking about that. Also going to be talking about remakes and HD remakes and if it's worth it. Afterwards, talking about the Xbox One. Is it failing miserably right now or it's not? You'll get our point of view on that subject. Oh yeah, and we're going to be finishing with this quiz, as usual.
Can it be as usual if it's the second episode?
No, people are already used to this.
Oh, okay.
Definitely.
That's okay. Hello there, how are you? So that was the top of the show, and let's get to the meat of it.
So, as I said, we're going to be talking about everything Steam, what they announced lately. A lot of interesting things, and a lot of official confirmations, let's say. First of all, the Steam controller.
Yeah.
We finally got the design, the final design. And it's quite different from what we had in the beginning, isn't it? Well, not a very great disparity, but still.
Well, the first one was revolutionary in many ways. They had an LCD on it that would be
Right.
custom buttons. There was these two haptic pads, and they were the only inputs on the machine, on the controller. And there was 4 buttons which were arranged on the controller over the pad. So it was kind of weird. And now the final form has been published, and it's more of a cross between an Xbox 360 controller and the old prototype we were watching.
So a more consumer-friendly controller, let's say?
I think.
Yeah.
And I think the analog's kind of overkill. 2 haptic pads and an analog.
Yeah, I don't know. For the analog,
I don't know.
Will it have its use? Maybe for those who don't really want to use the haptic pads, but that would just defeat the point.
Yeah, it does defeat the point. Well, to me anyway.
Yeah.
The thing is, they dropped the LCD, so it's now a Steam button and a start and select, more like the 360.
Which is okay.
Is it?
Well, would you really would have found a use for the LCD?
Yeah, it would have been cool, I think.
I don't...
Custom buttons, custom,
Yeah, okay.
like, imagine, there was this old Dreamcast game that was Resident Evil Veronica, I think,
Yeah.
that used the visual memory unit on it to display your health.
Oh. Yeah, okay, for those kinds of functionalities.
So that was kind of cool. I love the idea of it.
Yeah, I guess so, but I think you're going to be most of the time looking at your screen anyway, and putting a Steam button allows you to go change what you need to change, and there you go, then it's done.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Personally, I think it's just something that's going to be not clouding my view. I mean, distracting me, maybe?
Yeah. But maybe
So-
it's all about the cost, because the pad,
exactly.
the pad's gonna cost $50.
No, which is really reasonable compared to PS4 and Xbox One controllers.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
actually insane.
So yeah, imagine the cost if they would have put an LCD screen on that.
Would have probably cost a lot more.
Yeah,
but
exactly. So I think they probably made the right choice.
they probably
No,
did.
they did. Well, personally, I think they did make the right choice.
I'm not sure about that, but I do like the final form. I will be buying it as soon as it's available in November. Like all the rest of the Steam universe, it's supposed to be out in November. And I cannot wait for that.
I don't know.
You don't know?
Well, what, you can't wait to like try the controller?
Yeah.
Especially.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Especially the controller.
Okay, especially controller.
Steam machines, I don't care too much for this, and I'll put my reasons down a little later. But Steam VR and Steam controllers are really cool.
Well, the Steam VR, definitely. That is going to be something I'd want to try. I don't know if I'm going to buy it right on the spot since... Well, I don't know. Did it come out with the prices?
No, they
No,
did
they
not.
didn't, huh?
But the thing that's really cool and really weird is the room lasers.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it's gonna be scanning the room with lasers to see your position in real time, so you can actually interact with things in the game world without the kind of weird I always sit,
Yeah,
but
exactly. It takes into consideration all the objects that are in their room and takes profit of it,
yeah,
which is quite nice.
which is really cool.
So yeah, and there's also the Steam Link.
Steam Link, which is a streaming box that you can put under your TV to stream your computer to it. I think it's about $50 too, so that's
Oh, okay.
it's actually insane.
Yeah, it is. If you compare it to the PlayStation TV, which was $100 when it came out,
yeah.
unless you bought the bundle with the controller at 140 and Lego Movie.
Lego
Oh
movie.
damn!
But that movie
Sweet
is so
baby
fun.
Jesus.
Everything is awesome. I love that movie.
Yeah. So yeah, that's really cool. Nice price. Is it the kind of product that you would use?
I don't know at all.
No.
I don't.
Well, definitely for me. I mean, I'm pretty much always gaming in my room. I got everything I need in there, so there's no really not any point for me. But definitely, some people at big houses, TV being far away. Yeah.
Yeah, but do you want to play your PC games on your couch? That's the question I'm asking. Steam Machines is kind of another answer to that, but do I want to?
I can see it happening for some people. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Well, especially with the Steam controller that's coming out, and
No, that's true though. It'll be more like consoles, I guess.
yeah.
But still, I don't know.
Well, I've tried some Steam games, yes, computer games with my Xbox One controller.
Okay.
And yeah, it works really nice. I like it, but most of my games I play with a mouse and a keyboard.
And that's what I'm asking about, because the Steam controller is supposed to be the answer to, but this game doesn't work well with the controller. Like, think about Total War or StarCraft or games that traditionally worked better with mouses. Mice? Mouses? Mice?
Mouses.
Mouses?
Mice?
Mice?
You know, wait, it's a mouse, but...
But it's not the animal.
Yeah, so it's mouses. I'm pretty sure. Whatever.
Guys, help us! Okay, so, and keyboard and mouse. Yeah, with those pads, that's what they're trying to do.
Uh-huh.
So no analog coming back to it. But I still think for shooters or strategy games, that's gonna be weird.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, 'cause I'm getting used to, but I'd have to try it really to...
And you know, that's what I play the most on my PC, because I have a PS4, so I play adventure games and things like that. But shooters?
Well, for the strategy games, I think they showed the demo, it was like last year, and seemed like it worked pretty well. I saw some people trying it on video, and
Yeah, but that...
like I said, I think some getting used to, but it was precise enough to be able to work.
Oh, it was, but that was for a grand strategy game. Think about RTSs,
Oh, okay.
like
More for
StarCraft.
RTS? No, forget it. There's too much multitasking for that. I don't think it could work out. Well, unless everybody uses the same controller, but then no. That would just not work out. It's probably got some games that it works good with.
Yeah, probably. And the Steam Machines got officially announced. We have a long list of players in the arena already, and it's really weird. Multiple configurations, mobile GPUs for the most part, which is weird. And there are machines in there that are not competitive on the price point at all. I mean, okay, it's a custom form factor.
Exactly, and I don't think they're trying to be competitive on those ones.
But is it worth the $5,000 for a Tiki machine?
Is it worth $5 for a Starbucks coffee?
No, it's not.
Eh? There you go.
Because
Some people are willing to just throw money away, and they'll do it for those machines.
yeah, but for $5,000 I could build a custom rig
Totally.
easier than that, and that'd be so much
it would
better.
be in every way superior.
But I like the Alienware one. It's $479 and it kind of kicks the PS4 and the Xbox One's butt.
Oh, yeah.
Easily.
Uh-huh.
Which is really cool when you think about it. Steam is really going for the console competition this year. So that they're going against Microsoft, they're going against Sony. And that's insane.
Yeah. Well, something I'm curious about, if you want to go get that big market, the console market, are they going to be pushing the Steam machines in stores and stuff like that, or are they going to be just order? Can you just order them online? I don't think. Well, did they talk about that? I haven't.
For
seen
now, I have not seen any local vendors attached, so it's all online. But I wouldn't be surprised to see them in like a Walmart next year.
Walmart, yeah.
Yeah, things like that. Best Buy. Target.
Well, what do you think they'd push with GameStop, EB Games?
I don't know. Like, the game retailers' space is kind of weird, so...
Yeah, and when you kind of think about it, nothing really into it for EB Games, GameStop.
No.
Since it's mainly virtual. Well, it's only virtual.
It is.
It's download, so, yeah.
I don't think they have a CD drive.
Nope. Well, it doesn't look like it. So, yeah, big price ranges...
Big price ranges, multiple configurations, nothing really interesting in bang for your buck, I think.
Yeah. At the same time, they want to go get a bigger market, but I think people will mostly be confused with all these choices.
That is the problem with it. I think Steam Machine started as an answer to, but the PC is too complicated for the console crowd. But that's not simple. There's like 15 machines in there.
No, exactly. I think in the beginning, though, there weren't going to be those many choices.
It would have been cool to have like a grading system. Like this machine is a 3 on the Steam scale. And that's a 5. You need 5 to run like...
5 rated games. They have their rating system for the games too.
Exactly. You need a 7 to play Dying Light.
Then we would have had something simpler and more understandable for your consumers.
You need a 500 machine to play Star Citizen.
Yeah.
Example.
500.
On a 1 to 10 scale.
I can confirm that I played Star Citizen last night. And I need to upgrade my PC eventually.
It wouldn't start on mine.
Yeah.
I'm sad
but my
now.
God, was it delightful. Beautiful, just eye candy.
Okay, and that is pretty much it for Steam Machines. It's all coming in November to you. So what do you think, guys? Will you be buying them? Will you be buying just the controller? Just the VR? All of them? To have a Steam living room?
Welcome to the Steam world.
A new MacBook got announced, and it's...
You mean the most fabulous product in the world?
Yes, it is!
Yes! Take my money, Apple, please! Take it now!
At about 13 millimeters thick. This is one of the smallest laptops in the world right now. But there are some problems with it. First of all, there's only one USB-C connector on it. And that's the only port you're gonna have.
For your power, for your USB devices, for everything.
So think about it for a second. You want to charge your laptop and put a mouse on it at the same time? Oh.
Guess what? Yes, you'll have to spend more money.
The current adapter for the machine is $80.
Yeah. Kind of like when, you buy a MacBook Pro like I have and you don't have the CD drive or the DVD drive. So you gotta buy, your attachment for it.
But in this case, though...
That was okay.
That was okay.
Because, I'm okay with the fact, though, that I don't have one. I don't even use it, basically.
That's the thing. When did you last use your DVD CD drive? Never.
To occasionally, maybe, to put that CD you just bought and get it on your computer and, enjoy it. But otherwise, download.
Yeah, well, that's it. We're in an increasingly digital world. And CD DVD drives are a thing of the past, so that's a good idea. But one USB-C port? USB-C port is the future. I'm okay with that. It's insane. Look at your electronics 5 years down the line. They will all have that port. Your cell phone, your computers, your TVs, they will all have USB-Cs. I'm okay with that. But only one, they sacrificed so much to get that so thin. But there is better and thinner out there for half the price. And Asus is going on a rampage in Twitter. They're posting everyday comparison between the Asus ZenBook and the new MacBook. And it's insane. Go see them. It's funny.
Well, no, it was delivered on a silver platter.
But I want to talk about something, though. Is Apple just another electronic manufacturer, or is it a fashion statement? Is the MacBook supposed to be awesome, or can it ride the coattails of the Apple logo?
In the eyes of the people that are into that fashion, yes, it's a new revolution, the technology they've been waiting for, and that's what they want to push with their consumers. That's definitely what they want. But is it the marvel of technology it's supposed to be?
Yeah. Is it supposed to be? Because when you think about it, Beats by Dr. Dre are really not the best headphones in the world, but they do sound like they are, if you know what I mean. And the new MacBook got presented and sound like the best, thinnest. So is it just about marketing?
Well, a lot of the price is due to marketing. It's just like Dr. Dre. I think it was about 65% of their budget that is allocated to marketing.
Yeah, it is.
65 to 70, something like that, which makes most of the price going to marketing and not your actual sound, the quality of the product. And I think we could find that with the MacBook Pro too.
The final question on that, is it worth it? Is the fashion statement worth getting an Apple product just to say you have one? Is it worth in today's society to have that?
Well, you've got your consumer base that's just brainwashed towards that. Is it worth it? No, it definitely ain't.
No, I mean in a logical way, it's not. Of course. No. But if you're, example, a university student and you're exposed to public eyes a lot more than, say, someone who works 9 to 5 in a desktop, is it worth to get something like that for the fashion statement?
Oh, okay, for that. So it goes with your image, that pumps it up.
Yeah.
And
is your image that important?
Well, image, yes, is a great part of who we are.
Yes.
And some people take it into deep consideration. So yes, for them, definitely. And I think in their everyday life, it's something that they need. And that helps them job-related, social-related. So if they pay the price for it, that helps them. There you go. Apple did their job.
That kind of scares me, though. And that is it for the new MacBook, starting at $1,449. Available now for the one person who would like to get that. And now on to other things.
So we're going to be talking about a lot of delays that were going on lately. First of all, with Project Cars, which was supposed to come out on the 7th of April. That was also a delay. Was supposed to come out in March originally, and now, well, it's coming out in May.
It's coming out in May.
In May.
One of the longest projects I've seen in a while. It's approaching Final Fantasy 15 territory.
That much?
Yeah, I think so.
So that's a lot of years.
And subreddit has been active for 3 years now, so...
Yeah, I think that's about it. Project Cars, still waiting for that. We got also Uncharted 4, and that was delayed into 2016. And my concern, I wasn't surprised. I've been warning a lot of people that we'd had to expect it.
Was it supposed to come out in 2015? Because before the delay, I was sure it was coming out way later than that.
Sony made a list of games that was supposed to come out this year, and it was part of it.
All right.
Yeah. So yeah, that's not happening this year. Definitely not.
No, it's not.
Sorry, you. What's the guy's name? In Uncharted, I've got
Nathan.
a total blackout about that.
Nathan Drake.
Okay, Nathan Drake. Yes, you Nathan Drake fans. Sorry, you will not be able to feast your eyes on him this year.
I don't know why. I only had Nathan Fillion in my
head.
head.
I know, right? Because if they made a movie, would be with Nathan Fillion.
That'd be so cool.
Man, they're the same physically.
Well, Nathan
Almost.
Fillion got old.
Yeah, you did.
Sorry.
Horribly old.
Sorry, dude.
So, we got that. Also, Oculus Rift. That may go beyond 2015.
Be right back. I'm gonna cry into the corner.
But, I mean, you could still buy the development kit.
Yeah, I could, but it's not finished. That's the idea. It's like early access games. I'm not supportive of that because you kind of spoil yourself before the final product is even there.
Yeah. Also, you've got the tweaking you got to do and stuff like that. Compared to final product, that's just plug and play, bing and bang. There you go, have fun.
It's like playing an alpha. It's funny once, but
Yeah. We also got games like Batman Arkham Knight.
yeah,
That was
got
delayed a couple of times.
Yeah, but
Since
that's
2014.
That's a delay from 14, which is insane.
Yeah, exactly. Supposed to come out in October, then was pushed. I think even January, February, March.
Last time I saw that, it was Watch Dogs, and we all know where that went.
Down the drain, down the poo-poo hole. Yes. I do not want to play a game where driving cars is like driving. What could I compare it to? Carrots.
Carrots?
Did you even try to drive a carrot? It's horrible.
Okay, I will Photoshop that later.
Okay, so yeah, we got that. It was delayed.
Witcher?
Witcher 3, that is maybe going to be delayed again.
What? That's
Yeah.
a rumor, though.
The rumors.
Okay. Phew. It's a lot of delays when you think about it. In the beginning of the year, it's unusual.
Yeah.
Delays happens most of the time at the end of the year because they want to evade
it
the crunch
next year.
or they're not quite ready.
Yeah.
When you start delaying games in the beginning of the year, it sounds like maybe the marketing got
Too
overeager.
pushy, exactly. Too ahead of themselves. And yeah, that's pretty much what happens. Because I don't know if it's a miscommunication between marketing and production.
Maybe it is.
Could be. Because I think production's supposed to have a good idea on where their game is and what bugs they have to roll out still. Stuff like that. What polishing needs to be done.
You're right.
But yeah, those reasons we'll never really know them. They'll never spread them out to the public. But we hope it's for the best.
We do.
Uh-huh.
Unless it's, Duke Nukem Forever, because we all know how that went.
Yeah.
Down the poo-poo hole.
But I still need my Arkham Knight. I just feel like I'm in like a junkie in a corner with nothing in its needle. Just looking at it, I want to stab myself with it, but it's air.
You like that game too much, buddy.
Yeah.
Way too much.
I haven't even played it yet. Is this what we can call a hyped person?
Yes, it is.
I think.
Well, it's us before Destiny got out.
Oh, man. Never again will I be hyped that much. Hey, why don't you take $160 for that Ghost Edition of yours?
Destiny was the messiah for more than a year.
Yep. I loved you, Bungie. I loved you so much. I'll maybe have some love to give to Bungie another day, but this day has yet to come.
Oh, come on. Destiny 2 will be out this fall, I think.
Not this fall. It's a big expansion they're planning for this fall.
All right, it's not Destiny 2, air quotes.
Destiny 1.2, 1.3.
Hey,
Whatever.
Maybe by this time next year, we'll have a complete game.
Can't wait to see the Game of the Year edition. My God. The Game of the Year edition per year.
Per year?
You know it's gonna
Yes,
happen.
it is.
Oh, man. So yeah, those delays, stuff like that. We're all bummed, but you gotta deal with it.
And now on to the last topic. Nope.
No, it's not the last one. What are you doing there? Our people need more information.
You're right.
So yeah, now we're gonna talk about remakes, all those HD remastered versions and what they're supposed to bring us more than the last version that came out.
Yeah, because Final Fantasy Type O HD is coming out this Tuesday, and it's $69.99, which is $70 for a 5 years old PSP game that got remade on PS4 and Xbox One with almost no upgraded visuals.
In another perspective, it could be also $70 to play a 3-hour demo of Final Fantasy 15, which pretty much everybody is gonna do.
Yeah.
So, yeah, $70 for a demo. Not bad.
And not bad. Well, I'm so hyped for Final Fantasy 15, but I don't know if... I mean, $70 for a demo and an old game? Come on. I mean, Square Enix needs the money, I know that, but that's insane. That's way too much money. Look, Capcom, who's usually completely hungry with money, released DMC for $40.
Yeah, $40, not bad. I mean, you got 10,080p, 60 FPS, all the downloadable content. $40.
All the bells and whistles for about half price. That's nice. That's good. That's what I want to... Well, almost what I want to see. Because DMC is a game from 2 years ago.
Yeah, so was it time for a remastered version? Well, it's in the let's remake games for PS4, Xbox One wave. So you can have games on your Xbox One, PS4, since there's not a lot.
But you know, you could also have backward compatibility on the console.
That would be crazy talk, yo.
And it wouldn't have been an issue.
Are you getting crazy there?
I am.
Hey.
Here's logic.
Pooh!
Poured into your ears. If the backward compatibility needs was that strong, so that you have to remake old games, old air quotes, well, put backward compatibility on it.
Hey, they're making way more money this way, though.
They are, but I'm not having more fun.
No, definitely not.
I'm playing The Last of Us Remastered right now, and okay, it's
hey,
not...
I'm happy of playing it because I didn't play it on PS3. So I'm like, wow, this is quite nice. But
I'm probably the only guy in the world that doesn't find that game to be incredible.
Oh, really?
I have some real problems with the game.
Huh.
The fact that it's a cinematic experience with collectibles.
Yeah.
Everything taken apart is incredible.
Mm-hmm.
The gameplay is incredible. The art direction is incredible. The music is incredible. Everything you can think of in the game is incredible. But does it mesh well together? The art is incredible, but you go to those spaces for the encounters, because the game is made around encounters.
Yeah.
And the world just doesn't make sense. You have all those boxes to fit in for the cover-based mechanics.
Yeah.
That breaks the world into chunks of encounters. That does not make any sense with the rest of the game.
No. It's more erratic.
Erratic.
It should be more erratic.
It should be more natural.
I'm not expecting you to pop out of a door, bam, bam, and, you're encountering people that you don't expect.
Exactly.
And, yeah.
And the collectibles work against the pacing of the story so much. You have to actually take the time to go out of your way to get those collectibles, but the story is pushing you forward so fast that these collectibles are a nuisance to the pacing. Mm-hmm. And that's my problem with The Last of Us. But the story is amazing. Dialogues are insane. Everything is insane.
Yeah, it's Hollywood material.
It's Hollywood material, but it doesn't mesh well together.
No.
And that's weird. That's the first time I've seen a game that wanted to be a movie that much.
Yeah.
And kind of failed.
Good point.
I mean, it's David Cage's wet dreams, but still.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so remakes. What are remakes? That's pretty much it, I think. Well, there was other ones.
Yeah, there was a bunch of remakes, but I want to stress that this is not necessarily what I wanted to see from remakes.
Oh, no. I mean, let's say you bundled up some good old games from, let's say, Rare. You put a bundle of Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, Perfect Dark, GoldenEye, whatever. You just bundle up a couple of games together in one disc. I mean, you got a HD remake, remastered package of love and joy.
Like a Criterion collection, but for games.
Oh, yeah. Like all the burnouts. Poof.
That would be insane.
like a couple of games, not just one, that you're going to be price tagging at 70 goddamn bucks for a game that after the years, let's say Burnout on PS2 was probably 10 bucks, brand new, or 15, whatever, and you're putting a $70 price tag on it.
I mean, if you go out right now and buy a PS2, the Final Fantasies on it, it's not gonna cost you 70 bucks.
No! And you got a console.
And you get a console with that.
God damn it. So yeah, it's quite insane. But yeah, like a packaging of good old games with some, you know, like give them some love. Remastering them just detail by detail, texturing them, nice graphics. Brr, brr, brr.
It feels like the remakes we see are
empty.
They're
just the good old game, but that'll fit on your TV screen, your new HD TV screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's deceiving.
It is.
So, you know, any producers listening out there? You know what to do, huh? Yeah. I did my job here.
Yeah, you did.
Mm-hmm.
You got told, son.
So yeah, I think that closes the HD Remakes Remastered part of this podcast.
I'm pretty sure it does. And now on to our last topic, our real this time. Last topic. Xbox One, is it failing? For now, Titanfall 2 has been confirmed multi-platform. Tomb Raider is a time-limited exclusive, not an exclusive per se. The sales of the PS4 are now a little over double those of the Xbox One.
Yeah, that'd be about right. Failing? Maybe too big of a word. We're not at that point yet.
No, I don't think so.
No.
It looks gloomy, though.
It does. But with the new head of management at Microsoft Studios, Mr. Phil Spencer.
Yes?
I think he's doing quite a mighty good job. Well, he's taking the good decisions, and I feel confident with him that my Xbox One is gonna be beneficiating something worthwhile this year, maybe?
I hope so, with the release of Windows 10 on Xbox One, which is kind of weird, you know? Switching OS in mid-cycle.
It definitely is weird. It just makes you question the decisions they took at with the Xbox One in the beginning.
I'm pretty sure it's a complete overhaul of the product.
Definitely, and it's gonna do it some good faster, I bet.
I hope so.
Yeah, so maybe a little bit more juice for the developers and their games.
Yeah.
That'll be one good thing they have to do to be competitive against PS4. Otherwise... Well, Phil Spencer told us there's a lot of projects going on. Secret projects, so probably some exclusivities, games, indie, whatever.
Yes, but it's also his job to, you know...
Pump it up. Yeah. Yes, definitely.
So I'm not entirely sure I can believe Phil Spencer.
Well, that's why this year's E3 is going to be...
Interesting.
Very interesting. One, could we say Microsoft's last chance? For the Xbox One?
Yes, I think so. But the problem with Microsoft is they're gonna pump money into it until it works.
Oh yeah.
So
they got the resources for it. Definitely.
So what do you think, guys? Is the Xbox One failing? Would you like to see the Phoenix rise? Would you like to see an Xbox One stronger, faster, better? Not to quote Daft Punk.
Yeah, so...
And for those that don't have an Xbox One yet, would you be willing to buy a better Xbox One that is more focused on games and not on Kinect? What do you guys think about that? Is that an attractive thing, or has PS4 already gained your heart and it will never let go?
We already lost Gil here. I'm all alone here, guys, so I'll need some support for the upcoming months.
Because I officially traded my Xbox One for a PS4, which I love, by the way.
And yeah, my roommate got a PS4 too, so I'm quite really tempted, actually, to get one too.
You should.
Well, probably at the end of the year. We'll check that out. Tell us what you think about all that. Is the Xbox One something of the past? Or does it have a glorious future? And now, welcome to the squeeze. We will pump out all of the small news that we missed out on the podcast. So first of all, we've got the Titanfall DLC that is now free forever.
Yes, on all platforms.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's
PC
really
and
cool.
Xbox One, all platforms.
Well,
Seems like it's more than it should.
yeah, on all platforms.
Yay.
Rock Band 4 was officially announced and is compatible with your old instruments and DLC.
Which is delightful. Thank you.
It's insane. They're talking about refocusing the experience. So no pro modes this time. You remembered I talked in the first episode about pro modes like Rocksmith, and this is out the window. They want to go back to basic.
Which is great. And our wallet thank yous Harmonix for this nice decision. To follow, we have, yes, greatest game of 2014, Goat Simulator, coming to Xbox One and Xbox 360.
You're all laughing because you think he's joking, right?
It's
not.
the best game of 2014. And if you want to argument about that, good luck.
He hasn't even played it yet.
No. Watch some Let's Plays, at least. Huh? So yeah, that's coming out. Be amazed.
Yes! The second episode of Life is Strange is coming to you March 24th, and it's a blast. If you haven't done the first episode yet, it's right about the time to do so. It's only $5 on most platforms, and it's the Telltale formula but augmented.
Interesting. On the Nintendo news, Majora's Mask and the new 3DS are the best sellers of February, which is cool, quite nice. Majora's Mask sold more than some PS4 and Xbox One titles, well, all of them. And yeah, good for you, Nintendo. Good for you.
In sad news, Valve got an F in customer service from the Better Business Bureau. Goes to show nothing is perfect, except Kanye.
Definitely. On another note, Elder Scrolls Online will be subscription free from March 17th and on. But you know what? It's still not good. It's still not good.
But hey, you can try it.
Or not.
EA is closing down their Maxis studio responsible for SimCity and Sims 4. While there will be some updates to Sims 4 and SimCity, it won't be from the same studio. Those games are not gonna be missed by anyone. Sorry to those affected by the layoffs.
I guess they maxed out their potential. And on a very much more sadder note, I will let Gil talk about him.
Terry Pratchett, the author of Discworld and Good Omens, and more than 70 books right now, died this week at 66 years old. It's a sad day for me. It's one of my favorite authors, and if you have never read any Terry Pratchett, do so. Pick up Guards, which is a really good introduction to his Discworld world, and you'll be amazed. He will be dearly missed.
Thank you for nourishing our imaginations, Mr. Pratchett. And to finish this week releases, we have Tuesday, which is a big day, Battlefield Hardline, followed with Resident Evil Revelations 2, because we definitely need more Revelations, and Blaze-Storm.
I guess.
Which is a kind of Dynasty Warriors with a lot of enemies, and you just go into the battle and you have fun. Don't know if you can have fun in the game, but yeah.
It's not included. The fun's not
The
included.
fun not included?
You know, like 2A
It's like
batteries.
specified on the box in the
Yeah.
back. You may not have fun. Wow. Good job, marketing. Good
Yay!
job.
Well, that's it for this week's show, people. If you liked it, subscribe, like. We're going to be on YouTube this time too, and SoundCloud, as always. The next podcast will probably have video, so this is going to be a great and cool step for us. And that is it.
Talk about us at supper, turkey dinner, with people at the job. If you go sailing, talk about it with the sailors too, because they probably like entertainment. Because I know they like YMCA a lot.
Anywhere you can plug it, even if you in your professional life, well, plug us. That would be cool.
Totally. Share, subscribe, do everything. Yay! Pickles!
Have some fun this week, and we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye!
Bye!